Welcome to 13-9 Explained. Hopefully in less than 10 minutes, you'll notice that you're being asked to journalize 5 different transactions. The first transaction on the 13th is for the salary expense. The second one on the 13th is for the payroll tax expense. On the 16th, you're being asked to do 3 different transactions. One is to pay the federal income tax, Social Security tax, and the Medicare tax, which are all paid together. And then you're going to be asked to pay the balance of the payables for the U.S. savings bonds and the hospital insurance. In order to do this, you need to journalize and post. Journalize and post. In that order. Don't just pick off all the journalizing first. It will be a little more confusing for you. So, real quickly, number 1 is going to be dealing with the salary expense. Number 2 is going to deal with the payroll tax expense. And 3, 4, and 5 are paying the liabilities. Not all of them, because I believe the state income tax goes unpaid at this point. So salary expense for beginners. Salary expenses equals what? It equals the gross earnings. You should be able to pull that right off of the payroll register. It's going to include what? Deductions, which are all the liabilities, plus the cash in bank. What are the liabilities? Social Security tax payable, Medicare tax payable. As you know, these are part of FICA. And then I believe we have federal income tax. And then we have state income tax. And then we have hospital insurance. And then we have, I believe, U.S. savings bonds. These are all payables, recorded as payables. So, number 1, journalize all of this. Number 2, post to the general ledger. Now, the second part is asking you to do the payroll tax expenses. This is what is relative to, let me get that right, the employer. Right? This is the employer's money. This money over here is the employee's money. So, what does the employer pay in addition to the salary expense? He matches, or she matches, this Social Security tax payable, the Medicare tax payable, and then there's 2 other taxes that we're talking about here. One is the federal unemployment tax, which is at 0.8%. And then the other one is the state unemployment tax, which is at 5.4%. 5.4% of what? Of the salary expense, the gross earnings. It's as simple as that. Journalize, then post. And if you don't do that, you're not going to be able to pay off the liabilities, because the next thing you're going to do, you're going to be asked to pay the balance of the taxes, the federal income tax and the FICA tax. These are paid together on utilizing coupon number 8109. The state unemployment is something separate, but the other liabilities they want you to pay off. Now, this is relative to, I believe, question 3. Question 4 is asking you to pay the U.S. savings bonds. You're going to pay the payables down to 0. And the fifth one is asking you to do the hospital insurance. There's a balance sitting in there after you've journalized all this stuff and posted. So you're going to be bringing that payable down to 0 too. So these all wind up with a 0 balance, and just do it by the numbers. One line, one transaction, working from left to right. journalized, post. Journalize, post. Now, just to give you a little helping hand here, I have created the all-important and almighty T accounts. If you want to just freeze your screen onto this, this is a graphic of those 5 transactions in action. So you'll notice that I put the balances for all the accounts. And let's see, yellow seems to stand out nice. The balances are all on there, so the ones that do have balances, you should be able to see that already in the ledgers. And then you'll notice that I go through each one of the transactions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I analyze, then I journalized, then I post it. That'll make this work. If you just take a quick freeze on this particular scene, everything that you're being asked is in there. I hope that's clear enough for you. I know I left the bulk of the work up to you to do, but that's the thinking part has been done already. So 13-9 in 6 minutes and 16 seconds. I owe you a minute and 16 next time I see you.